What are we discussing in the yesterday? So we are discussing using SQL in PL SQL. Okay, using SQL in PL SQL. So can I use the DDL commands in PL SQL? Can I use DDL in PL SQL? How? Yeah, what is that indirect method? We can use the yes, dynamic SQL. That is the word. Okay, we have to say using dynamic SQL we can use it. Yes, using dynamic SQL. Okay, so we can use the PL SQL in SQL. Okay, now let's see. Now all SQL commands, the syntax of SQL commands in SQL and PL SQL are same. The syntax of commands in SQL and PL SQL are same. Except select one. Okay, so in order to use the select in PL SQL, so we have to use into clause. In the last class we have seen this one, into clause, and we have only two requirements on this one. So the number of columns what you are selecting, and number of variables in into clause should match. Number of variables in into clause should match. This we have seen in the last class. And the corresponding column and variable should have same data type. Column and variable should have same data type. Okay, so number of columns what we are selecting and the number of variables in into clause should match, and corresponding columns and variables should have a same data type. This is the restriction we have to use. Okay, number of columns what we are selecting and number of variables in into clause should match, and corresponding columns and variables should have a same data type. Okay, now this we have seen the examples. Let's see one small example. Now see here, yesterday I asked the total salary of a given employee. So this is the program we have seen. So it is the prompting to enter the employee name. So I'm giving employee name as Smith. Now the output is employee name is 800. The total salary of an employee is 800. Because see, this is the total salary will be calculated using salary plus NVL of commission comma 0. So NVL of commission comma 0 means, so whenever it is a null in the commission, it is replacing with 0 into V total salary. Okay, clear everybody? Everybody is it clear? Okay, so now let's see few more examples on this one. So write a program, and one thing we have seen is the select into clause, the select into statement should return one row. Return one row only. All the time it should return only one row only, otherwise we will get an error. So we have seen that one. So if it returns more than one row also, it is a problem. It returns 0 rows also, it is an error. For example, if I am giving a ABC, there is no record in the ABC. It returns no data found. It is not an error we will see what is that and we will see that, but otherwise it returns an error. Okay, right? Okay. So now let's see. I'm declaring a variable. Okay. Now, what is this variable? What is this variable? What is this variable? Anybody have idea? So I'm declaring a variable v underscore ename. See here. In this example, I'm declaring a variable v underscore ename is a variable similar to employee tables emp ename column. I want to declare a variable. So the ename is a variable which is exactly similar to employee tables ename column. Employee tables ename column. Okay. So now what we need to see. Okay, let's see. Let me write a program. Okay, write a program with an example with a similar column, same data type and size. That is same data type and the size is important. We need to declare a variable in PL SQL which is exactly similar to data type and some. Write a program for displaying job of a given employee. 1 second, sir. I'll come in 1 minute. Okay. So now write a program for displaying job of a given employee. Given employee number. I want to display the job of a given employee number. So that means employee number should be prompted. So we need to create a program for displaying the job name. So we need to declare two variables. Two variables. So one is for job and another one is for employee number, EMP number. We need to declare two variables. One is for job and another one is for employee number. We need to declare two variables. One is for job and another one is for employee number. We need to know before declaring any variables in PL SQL. First thing is before declaring any variables. Variables in PL SQL. Okay. before declaring any variables in PL SQL for table columns, for example, similar to table columns. So we need to know the data type of the column, and the second one is the data type of a column and the size of a column. We need to know the data type and the size of a column. What is the data type of a job here? So how can you get the data type and size? This is the describe command emp. The describe emp will give you, okay, here is job is varchar 2 of 9. Job column is varchar 2 of 9 and employee number is number of 4. This is the columns. We need to now write a program using these two. Set server output on, declare, begin, end. So now I want to declare two variables. So v underscore employee number is number of 4, and v underscore job varchar 2 of 9. Two variables. So now I'm writing a program. So v underscore emp number is equal to ampersand of employee number. I'm prompting employee number. So now select job into v underscore job from emp, where employee number is equal to v underscore employee number. I'm displaying the employee number. So now dbms underscore output dot put underscore line job of v underscore employee number is v underscore job. Seven seven eight two. Here is job is manager. Okay, so 7788 job is manager. And the 7839. Let's execute the same program with 7839. So I'll be getting president. Super. I got the job number and everything. Okay, so what is the disadvantage of declaring these variables in this way? See, the one thing is, now before declaring any variables in PL SQL for table columns, for example, I want to declare a variable. Here is a job variable and a variable similar to table columns. What we need to know? We need to know the data type of a column and we need to know the size of a column. The data type and size of the columns are required. We need to know these two. Okay, so now we got this information by executing the describe command and we have written the program. Okay, we have written this program to get that information. Okay, so what is the disadvantage of declaring the variables in this way? Okay, the disadvantage is compulsory. We need to know data type and size. Compulsory, we have to know the data type and size. Compulsory, and we need to modify the program. Whenever there is a change in table definition. Okay. Whenever there is a change in the table definition. Okay, as long as the table EMP, the job manager is 9. Okay, so we don't need to modify the program. So if I increase the size of a column to varchar 9 to varchar 19, I modified the column definition. So whenever you modify the column definition, we have to change in our program also. Yeah, that is not good idea. First thing is, we need to know the data type and size also. But we need to modify the program whenever there is a change in the table definition. That is not a good idea. But how can I solve this problem? So I have to declare a variable in PL SQL which is exactly similar to a table column. And I don't want to modify my program whenever there is a change in the table definition. How can I do it? Okay, this problem can be avoided. this problem can be avoided by using a type attributes. The type attributes. This is a type attribute. Oracle supports two type. What is the type attributes? And we will see the type attributes. So Oracle supports two type of type attributes. PL SQL supports two types. Attributes. One is percentage type, and the second one is percentage row type. Percentage type and percentage row type. So the percentage type is for declaring a variable similar to a table column. Declaring a variable similar to table column. We need to declare a variable which is exactly similar to table column. So this is for declaring a variable which can hold a complete row of a table. Complete row of a table. So this is for single column. This is for complete row of a table. I want to declare a variable which can hold a complete row of a table. So what are the advantages of these two, percentage type and percentage row type? The first thing is we don't need to know the data type and size. And the second one is no need to modify the program whenever there is a change in the table definition. We don't need to know the size. Okay. And now the syntax is how to declare a variable for similar to this one. Variable name, table name dot column name percentage type. See here v underscore emp number emp dot, I'm declaring a variable emp number percentage type, and v underscore job is equal to emp dot job percentage type. This is the best way of declaring a variable, because whenever there is a change in the table structure, we don't need to modify a table definition. Whenever there is a change in the column, we don't need to modify. Variable name, table name, percentage row type. Syntax. A simple one. So whenever you want to declare a variable, whenever I want to declare a variable, this is the way of declaring a variable. So starting from today, always declare a variables using the type attributes only. Okay. If any variable which is maps to a particular column of a table, then declare with the type attributes. Otherwise declare with the EMP row. So EMP row is EMP percentage row type. So the EMP percentage row type means it can hold a complete row of a table. So how can I access the individual columns? So the EMP row dot column name. Column name. Example, syntax for accessing the individual columns. EMP row dot employee number. Okay, EMP row dot ename. EMP row dot job. So that means okay, this is the way of accessing the individual columns. Columns of row type variable. Okay, here variable, single variable having a multiple values. What is the type of this variable? See, this is the single variable. EMP row is a single variable. So that is having the multiple values. One value is for EMP number, and one value is the ename, and one value is the job. What type of variable it is? So if you are accessing a one variable with multiple values, what type of variable it is? If you are having a one variable with multiple values, then what type of variable it is? A
Composite.
composite variable. So here percentage row type is a composite variable of type single variable with multiple values. It's a composite variable. Composite variable with a type of record. Composite variable with a type of record. So if anybody asks you what is the row type is a record variable. Why I'm saying it is a record is, so one variable, multiple values. That values can be different data types. See here, this is a number and this is a varchar and this is a varchar and emp row dot hire date is a date type. The multiple data types. Composite variable of this one. Let's hear an example of this one. I want to display the complete row of an employee by a given employee number. emp row, emp percentage row type, and I am declaring a variable employee number. So emp number, percentage type, emp dot. That's the variable I declared it. So now I am accessing the value. Employee number is equal to ampersand of employee number. Now I want to select the complete row. Select star into emp row. Because number of columns what you are selecting is the star. Star means all columns and emp row also contains the all columns. From emp where employee number is equal to and v underscore employee number. So now I'm displaying the values. dvms underscore output dot put underscore line. Ename is emp row dot ename. I'm accessing the displaying individual values. Salary plus NVL of emp row dot commission comma 0. I'm directly click. Similarly, you can display all values, but I am displaying only few values. 8369. Bracket close. See here, job is manager. Ename is XYZ and job is manager. What is this error? Why we got an error? PL SQL numeric or value error. Why? Why we got this error? Let's see here. Okay, this is string and this is number and this is number. So this operation is not compatible. It's not converting to typecasting. That's why I'm putting this in a bracket. Now the number is going to execute. See here, ename is XYZ and job is manager and total salary is 45. What happened earlier is Earlier is like this. Okay, so the Oracle is not able to execute which one is going to execute first and which one is going to execute next. See, this is the number type. Sorry, this is character type and concatenation operation with this one. And I am doing the plus on this one. Okay, so this will convert. So the EMP row dot salary will be converted to character. Character under this one is a concatenated, but plus on number. So the character plus number is not allowed. Character plus number is not allowed. That's why what I'm doing is I'm telling that first execute the inside within a bracket. If I put this in a bracket, it executes first. So the salary plus number, commission will be calculated. Then it will be sum with the concatenate with the salary. Okay, everybody. Anybody have any issues in this program? Anybody have any issues in this program? Anybody, please? Shravani, Shweta, Harita. Shweta and Harita. See, the first thing is what happened is, if I remove this, okay, so the total salary concatenated with EMP row, that is acceptable because it convert. Employee row dot salary will be converted to character. Okay, so converted character it concatenates, but I have a plus operation also. So first it executes this and then concatenated with this and then plus operation. The plus operation is only on the numbers, number and the number only. But here one side is character and another side is the number. So it is not converting. That's why I am giving a hint that execute this inside. Execute this in a inside. So now it's not going to be any issue here. Okay, I'm giving a few assignments to everyone. Okay, so now let's give the assignment. Write a program for displaying maximum salary, minimum salary, average salary, and number of employees in a given department. In a given department number. So I want to find this information. Okay. And the second program is write a program to check whether a given employee is available in table or not. Write a program to check whether a given employee is available in table or not. Okay, these two are the assignments. So we need to see the maximum salary, minimum salary, average salary, number of employees in a given department number. If I give it 10 to program, it should display all that information. Okay, if I give an employee number 1, 2, 3, 4, so the second program need to check it that 1, 2, 3, 4 is available in a table or not. If it is there, it display employee is available. If it is not there, and display employee is not available in that one. Okay, everybody is clear in the select statement. So one restriction here is the select statement should not return more than one row. Always it returns only one row or 0 rows only. So even in the 0 rows also it is an error, but only it should return only one row. That is the mistake. Okay, so how can we use a select statement which returns more than one row? Yeah, there is a possibility. Okay, always, because we cannot depend only on the select into, because there is a possibility to get the number of rows is more than one. How can I use it? That we can see in the next class using a concept of cursors. Okay, let's see how to use insert, update and delete in PLC. how to use insert, update and delete in PL SQL. Okay, let's see. So first thing is this delete statement. What is the use of delete statement? What is the use of delete statement and syntax? What is the use of delete? Delete from table name. Super. And optional where condition. Delete from table name and optional where conditions. So what this will do is it deletes the data from all the tables based on the given condition. We can give a condition or uncondition. The simple direct condition. Okay, write a program for deleting data from employee table for a given department number. I want to delete the data from employee table for a given department number. I want to delete the data from employee table for a given department number. So what is the statement? Delete from EMP where department number is equal to, this is the department number we will be giving. Delete from EMP where department number is equal to department number. There is no syntax change. We can use as is. So the set server output on. So the declare begin end. Okay, declare begin end. Let's first declare a variable v underscore department number. Okay, this should be declared with the department type. dept dot department number percentage type. Always declare a variable with the percentage type and row type. And v underscore department number is equal to an ampersand department number. Prompt. Now delete. So the delete from EMP where department number is equal to v underscore dept number. V underscore department number. Okay, now this is the statement to delete a department number. Okay, I'm giving the employee number 35. See here, anonymous block completed. But so how can I know how many rows a delete statement is deleted? It can delete one or multiple rows. See, anonymous block completed. It displays just anonymous block completed, but I don't know whether my delete statement is deleted rows or not. Okay, how can I know the delete statement is deleted the rows or not? How can I know my update statement in PL SQL is updated the rows or not? How can I know my insert statement is successfully inserted or not? Yes, count. How to check a count? Okay, the count. Okay, so now after executing DML statement, okay, if you want to know the number of rows it affected, okay, so we have to use SQL percentage row count. What is the SQL? We will explain in the next class. So the SQL percentage row count. The SQL percentage, we have to use the SQL percentage row count, which gives you the number of rows affected by your most recent DML statement. Okay, so now here is I'm checking the count. CNT, the number of rows it affected. Now here I'm checking. Okay, CNT is equal to SQL percentage row count. So now the SQL percentage row count will get the count. So if CNT is greater than 0, yes, it's deleted. So that means dbms underscore output dot put underscore line is number of rows deleted for department number. Where is the department number? V underscore department number. From employee table is CNT. Deleted successfully. So after successful deletion, we have to commit. else. So there is no data deleted. If there is no data deleted, just roll back. And see here. Now how it is going to work. Okay, I told you the delete statement. Okay, so the delete statement is executed successfully, but we don't know how many rows it's got deleted. It is deleted one row, or it is deleted 5 rows, or is it deleted 10 rows. But how can I know? That can be done with a SQL percentage row count. So the SQL percentage row count. The SQL percentage row count will give you the number of rows affected by your the most recent DML statement. Okay, so now for example, okay, let's see first execute this program first. Everybody is clear? So I'm checking the count. If a count greater than 0, that means successfully deleted. It can be a 1 or more rows. So then I'm printing that message and I'm deleting the data. Commit. Commit means we have to execute the changes in the database permanently. Okay, and else there is no data deleted. So then it's a rollback. So the department number 35. Sorry. Just I want to print one more message. No rows deleted. If it is equal to 0, no rows deleted. No rows deleted from employee table. 35. See here, no rows deleted from employee table. I am executing with 10. Number of rows deleted for department number 10 from employee table is 4. If you execute this one, so we are not going to have any data with the department number 10 is equal to 10. Right? Number of data deleted from department table is department number. Okay. I'm giving a one more assignment for delete. So the simple thing is execute the delete statement and then see the count, the row count. So the row count will give you the number of rows deleted. So now I'm checking a condition, how many rows it's got deleted. Okay, so then it's a commit. dbms underscore output dot put line, right? And then it's a commit. And else rollback under dbms underscore output dot put line from deleted. Okay, everybody. Anybody have any issues? So this the SQL percentage row count can be used for insert, update or delete. Insert, update or delete. Okay, let's see. Anybody have any issues in this delete statement program? Anybody have any issues, please? Rest of the Kiran garu, Shravani garu. Okay, super. Okay, so now it's got deleted the data. Now let's see this select statement SQL percentage can be used for insert, update or delete. Let's see insert statement. I'm executing a insert statement. Now I'm getting a update statement. And I'm executing a delete statement. Delete statement. So now here I'm using the SQL percentage row count. So now the SQL percentage row count gives the information of insert, update or delete. So the SQL row percentage row count will give you the information of insert statement, update statement or delete statement. All. Next. How I'm going to get it? So I'm SQL percentage all DML. All DML, that's correct. But in this case, after executing these 4 lines, so the SQL percentage row count will give you the information of only delete or only update or only insert or for all include. Shweta delete, Avinash delete, rest of the people. Shalini last one. Then rest of the people. Harita delete. Kiran, Shravani, Anila. How is it going to give you? See, Kiran, it's not a last transaction. Okay, here it's not a transaction. Here I'm asking the SQL percentage row count will give you the last command information or all commands information. Yes, the SQL percentage row count will give you the number of rows affected by the most recent DML statement. What is the most recent DML here? The most recent means the statement who executed the last. See, so this executed, this next, and this here is the next. So this SQL percentage row count will give you information of delete. That means this is the most recent. Number of rows deleted only. It won't give you update and insert. Okay, if I want to know the number of rows updated, here immediately we have to use the SQL percentage row count. If I use the SQL percentage row count here, it gives number of rows updated. Updated. So now here it will give the number of rows inserted. That's why be careful while using the SQL percentage row count. If you want to know the number of rows, inserted, updated or deleted. So we have to use SQL percentage row count after all command. Otherwise it gives only the information of the last command. Okay everybody. So now here the simple statement. So the delete statement, the delete can be anything and any statement. Okay, so now I want everybody to write one more program. Write a program for deleting department which does not have any employee. This is the assignment. Write a program for deleting the department which does not have any employee. I want to find the department which does not have any employee. I want to write a program for deleting the department numbers which does not have any employee. Okay, so now write a query to find the department which does not have any employee. Anybody? Can anybody give an answer to this program? Please note this assignment 3. Anybody can write a program? Can anybody give a query to find the department which does not have any employees? Anybody which does not have any employee? Anybody have any doubts? Please give me that information. Write a program or write a query to find the department which does not have any employees. What is the query? Avinash, Mahesh, Shweta, Harita, Anila, Shalini, Shravani, Kiran Garu. Write a program, write a query, select a department number from EMP, but I want to know the which does not have any employee. See, department table, right? The department table, I have a 10, 20, 30, 40. But in EMP table, I have a 10, 20 and 30. So now which department does not have any employee? Department number 40 does not have any employee. Now I want to delete this department 40. So how to check, how to write a query to find the department which does not have any employee? Please write a program for deleting the department which does not have any employee. I have 9 people in class. No. Write a select statement for displaying the department which does not have any employee. This is really bad. 9 people in the class. Nobody is trying at least. Avinash. See here I am asking the department number. But why you are using the count of e-name? Finish a query. Complete query I want. Kiran garu, Shravani garu, Shalini, Shweta. I want to first finish the query, complete query. I want complete query. Write a select statement for finding the department which does not have any employee. So what I have to use for the above part? What I have to use? What is I have to use here? Where department number from EMP? The syntax?
Select, so Vinegar, select department name from department where we can use not exist. Hello?
Yeah. Chapani, go ahead.
Not exist uses where not exist.
Line complete cheyandi adi.
Okay.
Last chepandi ikkada. Not exist what cheyochu. The department number from the department number not in select department. This is right. Operations. What is this operations? 40. Select star from DEPT where department number not in. That's it. This is. So first we need to find all the departments. First we need to find all the departments. See these are all the departments. I need to find the department not in this one. Not in the list. That is the first 40. So how to delete the department from where department number not in this one. So instead of select star from, we need to use the delete from DEPT. So simple. Use this in your PL SQL program. The same thing can be done with the exist also. Okay, this is the simple. So the delete from department where department number not in this one. So please write this in a program. Yes, that's what I want, the complete query. This is select department number from DEPT where count 0 is equal to select count of department number from EMP where department number. See here it's a correlated subquery. This is the another example of correlated subqueries. The 40. This is the one answer. Correlated subquery. Say checking the for every department number from DEPT table and getting the count of employees. Wherever count is equal to 0, she is displaying the department number. This is one query and this is another one. So the same thing can be done with the exist operator also. Exist and not exist. This is with the subqueries. Everybody is clear? Please use this in your PL SQL program for deleting that record. And here you need to use the commit and rollback properly, and you need to see how many rows it is displayed and everything. I need to display that information as well. Okay, everybody is clear? That is our assignment. Write a program for displaying the following department which does not have any employee. Okay, let's see. So now write a program for inserting data into DEPT table. DEPT table. Okay, so how many columns we need? Okay, write a program. I need to insert the data into DEPT table. How many columns we have in the DEPT table? How do you know the number of columns in the DEPT table? How do you know the number of columns in the DEPT table? Inserting the data into DEPT table. So how can I insert? How can I insert? Yes, but how can I know how many number of columns? The describe command. I don't know, other people are not answering whether no or not interested. The describe DEPT. So the describe command, it will give you 3 columns. So now I need to declare 3 variables for inserting the data. I need to insert a values for all columns. Begin and I need to declare 3 variables. V underscore department number, DEPT dot department number percentage type, and B underscore dname. So DEPT dot dname percentage type, and V underscore location, DEPT dot location percentage type. Okay, so now we need to prompt 3 variables. V underscore department number is equal to ampersand of department number, and V underscore dname is equal to single quotes ampersand of dname, and V underscore location is equal to ampersand of location. So now I need to insert the 3 values in my department table. So now insert into DEPT columns. Either you can use the column names or optional, department number, dname or location. Values V underscore department number, comma V underscore dname, comma V underscore location. That's it. So now I need to know how many rows it is inserted. How many rows a insert statement can affect? How many rows a insert statement can affect? This statement. How many rows this insert statement can affect? Avinash 1, others. Shalini 1. Any others? Anila 1, Shweta 1, Abhidam 1, Kiran 1, Mahesh 1, Shravani Garu and Harita 1. Why it is? Because insert statement inserts only 1 row. Okay. So now we can check it. If SQL percentage row count greater than 0, so then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Record inserted successfully. Commit. Else and if. Okay. So the department number 1, and I'm giving 1, and I'm giving a location as 1. So the record inserted successfully. So now if you see this one, here the record inserted 1, 1, 1. Okay, perfect. So now I'm modifying the same program. 1 second. Okay, so now the next program is I want to modify the same program with the different settings. So anybody have any other idea to write the same program using the different one? Write a program to insert the data into department table. Can anybody write in a different way? Write a program for inserting the data into department 2. Please write it. Anybody have any other idea to write the program? Yes. Can you finish it? Can you finish it? Insert into DEPT values DEPT row. Yes. Let me modify the same program. So instead of declaring the 3 variables here, I am declaring only one variable, DEPT row. So how to declare the DEPT row? So the DEPT percentage row type. So now here prompt the values. So DEPT row dot department number. Here is DEPT row dot dname. DEPT row dot location. Okay, so now here we can use values DEPT row dot department number and DEPT row dot dname and DEPT row dot location. Two. Simple. So record inserted successful. If you go to this table, I have a 2. Okay, I have a 2 here. This is simple. Instead of doing this way, I can write the same program with values DEPT row. Instead of giving the individual values, we can give a DEPT row. This is called as the record inserts. Record inserted example, and it is only in PL SQL. We can do entire percentage row type insert only. We can do the entire percentage row type insert, which is not possible in SQL. Which is not possible in a SQL. Okay, the record insert. The record insert in the sense is values entire DEPT row. DEPT row is a complete row of a table, so it can insert into a complete row using this example. Everybody is clear? Yes or no, please? Okay, this is the way of inserting the data. So now similarly, write a program for inserting data into EMP table. Okay, write a program for inserting data into EMP table. Okay, so now I want to update the salary of a employee table. Okay, I want to write a program for updating the salary of an employee table. Update statement, simple. Write a program for the data into EMP table. You need to write a program for inserting data into employee table. That is your fourth assignment. Update statement. Employee salary by 10% for a given employee. I want to update the employee salary by 10% for a given employee. So now the sets our output on simple. So the declare begin end. So I need to declare a salary column. No, salary is not required. The employee name. V underscore employee number. EMP dot employee number percentage type. Percentage type. And here we need to declare a variable of V underscore employee number is equal to ampersand of employee number. So now update EMP set salary is equal to salary plus salary into 0.1. 0.1 is a 10%. Where employee number is equal to V underscore employee number. Okay, so now we can check it. If SQL percentage row count greater than 0, so then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line salary updated. Commit. If a completely successful, commit it. And else dbms underscore output dot put underscore line salary not updated. Roll back. If anything goes wrong, I need to roll back and end. That's it. Seven 782. And if salary not updated. Okay, because we don't have the given employee. So now 7844. Let's give it the 7844. Salary updated. If you see this one, this is the 1500. If I increase it, it will give you the 1650. It's updated by the percentage 1650. Everybody is clear? So similarly, you can use update statement for updating any columns or any values. Anybody is clear or anybody have any doubts? Please let me know. Okay. So now write a program. This is the one more assignment. For updating salaries of all employees working in a given department. Given department by a given percentage. So write a program for updating the salaries of employees working in a given department by a given percentage. For example, if I give a department number as 10, okay, and if I give the salary as salary percentage as 5, so then it should increment by 5%. Okay, it should increment 10 and 5. 10 and 5 means That means the salary increments by 5% for all the people who are working in the department number. Let's see. If I give department number is equal to 20, if I give department number as 20 and salary as 20, that means it should increment the salary by 20%. Okay, so now if I give a department number as 35, so how should? And salary as 10%. Okay, do we have any employees with the department number 35? Do we have any employees with the department number 35? No. So in that case, it should display the output like, okay, so we don't have any employees in EMP table for a given department number. For a given department number, it should display the output like this. I want this output in the two ways. You can write this program in a two ways. Okay, first thing is using SQL percentage row count. Write with SQL percentage row count. If a SQL percentage row count greater than 0, that's it. It's updated. You can update and print. If the SQL percentage row count is equal to 0, that means no row. And the second one is using select statement. Using select before update, using select to find number of employees and then update based on count, based on the select result. So what I'm trying to do here is, okay, here updating first and checking the number of affected rows. Here before update I'm checking the count. If count is equal to 0, don't update. If count is not 0, so then update. Okay, everybody is it clear, please? Okay, so I want all these assignments by tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we don't have class. The next class is on Monday evening at 8 o'clock. Okay, meanwhile, please practice all the operators and all the select, insert, update, delete. We are going to see more concepts from Monday onwards, because in Monday we are going to see the cursors concept. Cursors concept in the sense is using select statement with multiple rows returned. That's very important. Okay, everybody. Yes or no, please. So where I have given another 3 programs. So these are the 4 programs, and then this is the 5th program. So you need to write the 5th program. And Monday we are going to see the more concepts. Okay, everybody, please practice it and let me know if you have any issues on Monday. Meanwhile, I'll try to check all your assignments. Okay, everybody. So Monday we will start the cursors concept. Monday, Tuesday we will finish the cursors and exception handling. And Wednesday onwards we will start the procedures, functions and packages, triggers. Okay, everybody, if you have any issues, then please let me know. Okay.
Sir, ఈ క్లాస్ రికార్డింగ్ పంపిస్తారా?
రేపు పంపిస్తా, ఓకేనా? ఆల్రెడీ 3 వీడియోస్ పంపించాను, డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకున్నారా అందరూ?
యా, అవి చేసుకున్నాం సార్. ఈ క్లాస్ కొంచెం టఫ్ అనిపిస్తుంది, ఇంకోసారి వినాలని.
ఓకే, నేను పంపిస్తాను. క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత అప్లోడ్ చేసి మీకు అందరికి ఈమెయిల్ పంపిస్తాను. సేమ్ అదే లింక్ లో ఉంటుంది.